and there's still time to come out if you want to sample the food. This continues until 7, and then you could decide if you're Team New Jersey or Team Pennsylvania. Reporting live tonight in Bethlehem, Hillary Lane, 69 News.
Rob, Wendy, police say Christopher Benjamin repeatedly beat a woman in front of her 4-year-old child. Tonight, Benjamin is still a wanted man. Meantime, people who live nearby say they're living on pins and needles until he's captured.
Rob and Wendy, the coroner identified the woman as 46-year-old Stephanie Roof. They say that she was shot to death outside of her home, and now police are trying to figure out where that bullet came from.
And judging just solely based off of how much time and scrutiny has gone into picking a jury, you can bet that there will be a lot of back and forth over the next few days when this finally goes to trial. Reporting live from the Montgomery County Courthouse in Norristown, Jamie Stover, 69 News.
All right, thank you very much, Rob, and good evening, everyone. I'll tell you what, the crowds are definitely moving in despite the clouds, and I would suggest that everyone dust off your umbrella. You'll need it for the next few days. Dangerous heat continues, along with thunderstorms. I'll break it all down in just a few minutes.
It's 90 degrees outside of our Court Street studio in downtown Reading, but man, when you walk outside of an air-conditioned building and you just take one step out, you just hit the wall. It's the humidity. As farmers and as the Pennsylvania Dutch say, it's close. Definitely feeling very oppressive. More details, extended forecast coming up.
Haciel and Eve, we may learn sooner rather than later what's going to happen with the Office of the Attorney General and its operations set for 3:30 this afternoon in Harrisburg. Solicitor General Bruce Castor will be addressing the press about those types of questions.
Good evening to you. Well, it doesn't get much more exciting than right here in Pennsylvania being a battleground state. The line at this complex was wrapped around the building at around 11 a.m. this morning. People are still filing into the room. It's about half full right now. The room in the complex can hold about 3,000 people, but half the room is sectioned off. Mr. Trump is scheduled to speak at around 7 o'clock, but there are a few other local Republican candidates who are also supposed to speak before Mr. Trump. You want to stay with us here at 69 News. We're going to bring you complete coverage tonight at 10 o'clock. We're not going anywhere, that's for sure. Reporting live in Mannheim, Callie Desimone, 69 News.
Yeah, Haciel, thank you so much, and good morning to you and Eve. You know, we've been here all morning long kind of previewing what they have, and this actually is the second busiest time of year for them. First is the holiday season, so around Christmas time, you guys are super busy. This is Samantha Bergen, by the way. She's one of the many team leaders here at Target. We're at Cedar Crest Plaza. So what is the busiest time for this season for you guys?
We're actually, the last week and this week would probably be the busiest time. I think the school lists come out a couple weeks ago. You're kind of waiting and putting it off, and then it's really busy this week, and then it'll start to trickle off once the kids go back to school. So
what would be your advice if anyone's watching at home and they haven't started shopping yet? When should they get out, and then how much longer will you keep stocking the shelves here?
I would say to go out as soon as you can. I mean, it's not a rush. We are always trying to be in stock for our guests. We don't want people to come in and try to buy stuff that we don't have. So I would say we have a great supply. Over the next couple weeks, we still get back to school trickling in before Halloween comes. So, but I would go as soon as you can. But we're here even when school starts, and there's stuff that you need. We'll have it when you come in.
That's right. I forget you mentioned Halloween, and in the retail world, they're always at least a good month and a half ahead of everyone else. So yes, oh my goodness, you reminded me of fall.
Yes, yeah, we celebrate Halloween around Labor Day, yeah. So and then you'll see Christmas lights. So it's back to school, and then pretty much right into the holidays.
All right. So one of the things we were talking about are some of the big things, especially for kids, middle school, elementary age. What are the major things that you guys sell here? Because you have a lot of characters.
We do have a lot of characters. I would say Star Wars is obviously pretty trendy right now, but even from Star Wars, which we have thermoses and light up book bags, and we also have some of the movies that came out like Secret Life of Pets, Jurassic Park, the Angry Birds are still popular. So kind of anything that you watch on TV or you have that cartoon or in the movies, we probably have a backpack or lunchbox for it.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And again, I know we mentioned this the first segment, but let's talk about it again. When parents come in and they have that giant list of all the school supplies, you guys can help them out with that, right?
Yeah, there's probably a list we haven't seen in the Lehigh Valley, so we've all know, even there's ones we're like, oh, we've seen this list before, we know exactly what you're looking for, so we're really here to help. Like, we know what you need, we will have it in stock for you, so, just come in and ask one of our team members, and we'd be happy to help you out and make it as stress-free as possible, because a lot of times you're in here with your kids, and it's just a lot, so we try to help you get in and out.
And speaking of stress-free, just a quick reminder also for our viewers, you can also shop online and do the same list online, correct?
Yes, there's some schools that they can actually upload lists. Teachers can do it, and you can go to Target.com. You can upload your list and go through it that way. Kind of say all the things you need. Target team members will pick it all out for you. You'll just go up front at guest services and take care of it. Pick it up. You won't even have to come back to the back to school corner.
Excellent. All right. Well, Samantha, thank you so much for joining us this morning. It's been an absolute pleasure previewing everything that you guys have to offer. Again, we're at the Target Cedar Crest Plaza, so you can come here. You can come to any Target, local Target, and they'll help you out, fill that school list out. And Eve, I know you have Diane Albright coming up as well, so she'll give you tips as well as to how to organize when you go back to school. So have a great morning, everyone. We'll take it back to you.
Hey, Robin, Wendy, good evening to you. Yeah, very exciting day here at 69 News. We're taking the news to new levels, all thanks to this guy down here, Quadcopter 69. And you can see it is a drone, very state-of-the-art. There's a camera attached to under it, and we are able to fly this over news scenes and over traffic, and basically this will help us tell the story of what's going on around the area to you even better. And we could have done it without this guy here, John Freeze with Lehigh Valley Drone. So tell me, you're the pilot for this thing. Is it hard to do?
I'd like to say no, it's not hard, but I mean, there's a certain amount of skill. There's a lot of knowledge that I think it's more the knowledge base that's required to operate within this complex area, so close to the airport, and all the intricacies that go along with that.
It's very complex, and then this all runs through this iPad right here, so you're able to control it through this for the most part. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, everything works through the controller and the iPad. I can see the image. I have a second resource of a map. So if I were to lose the signal from the camera, I can always switch over to the map, and the GPS reference would give me my position. I'd be able to bring it back home safely.
And talk about some beautiful pictures, bird's eye view here.
Yes.
Why is this something, because you approached WFMZ-TV and asked, to learn more about this program, get us involved. Why?
I did. Well, number one, I enjoy the news broadcasting. I've been kind of into broadcasting my entire life. I worked on the news helicopter down in D.C. when I was in the military. And then I came back here and I'm like, well, there's no news helicopter in the Lehigh Valley. And this is kind of like it's almost like a less than expensive replacement for a news helicopter, because they're very expensive to operate.
Exactly. So this will do the trick, and it's about the size of what?
Like a small a very small suitcase. You could probably put in a carry-on baggage on an aircraft. So it's very convenient.
John, thank you so much for your time and for doing this. So he will be flying this drone, and you're looking here, we're over Route 22 West. How would you describe the traffic?
I would say it's backed up from Airport Road to 378. I am certainly not the traffic on-air personality, but
we'll leave it to the next guy coming up here.
Those professionals, those flying.
Yeah, and we'll be able to do this on 69 News Sunrise between 6:30 and 8:30 every morning. So you'll be able to see the Quadcopter 69 as well as when breaking news is happening. So thank you so much. We're going to check the rest of the roads now and head it over to Jeff Bolden in the traffic center. Hey, Jeff. Okay. I guess we're...
Así es, Perla, fue la mañana del 22 de noviembre de 2013 que Holly Green desapareció de este vecindario de casas móviles después de dejar a su hijo en la parada del autobús. Desde ese momento inicia una búsqueda que involucra a la comunidad, policía local y policía estatal. Hoy las autoridades dicen que el responsable del secuestro y muerte de Green es un compañero de trabajo.
And those parents tell me that they've been asking for the district to add Spanish classes to the elementary curriculum for at least a year now. They say they're glad to hear that a plan may finally be in the works.